Hello YouTube, welcome back to Cryptbeards. This is episode 9? Question mark? I think it's episode 9. If it's not, then just look at the title. It should tell you. I should get that at least right. Anyway, enough of that. Let's not go too crazy with... Claycree says, why not put lewd thumbnails on my YouTube videos? Clickbait. YouTube don't have an automated way necessarily, I think, of finding clickbait. But if you get reported for clickbait, that puts your videos way down in the recommends, and it just doesn't. Because there was a period in YouTube history where clickbaity, sexy thumbnails were a thing, and it drove YouTube into a sort of, recommendations weird place. And so they took measures to stop that. I don't even know exactly what measures they've taken, but they have. Anyway, back in the fortress again. So, we're working on tapping the volcano, aren't we? So, let's go over to the volcano and establish the level of the magma, because frankly, if we don't do that, open space, open space, open space, open... Hang on a minute, that's not open space. My mouse pointer says it's over open space, but that's definitely sub-magma. So if we click here, this says open space, go down a floor, open space and lava. So I'm assuming that if we tap on this level, we're taking from the surface. So we'll go up one just to be safe, up again, and we're going to dig a tunnel into the mountainside here. And oh, hang on a minute, got to actually get into the designation mode. Dig, dig, place a corridor down a bit. Oh, not too far, scoundrel. Come on, settle down in there, and then make it turn a corner. I don't know why I'm making it 3 wide, but I seem to always do that. And we'll bring it to just over here. And then we're going to DH channel. Actually, no, sorry. We're going to... Do I want to... Actually, I want to dig all the way out to the open side there. There we go. And then from there, we can work on our channeling down. And here's the plan. Here's the plan ahead of time. We've done this before on Cryptbeards, so it should work. We're going to do a stairway about here somewhere, 1 square away. We're going to dig all the way down to 1 floor underneath our workshops, and we're going to empty out. We're going to dig another hole. In fact, let's designate that now so we know where we're connecting up to. D, down 1, enter, shift, enter. So that is where we want our. We want to fill that room there with magma. So we're going to dig a... You know what? Let's do it like this. Okay. Dig. Make a 2 wide tunnel down to there. And then check that we're not going to clip the tunnel immediately. Oh, perfect. So we go to there. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. DI. 1 across. Oh. Actually need to start designating. Go up, 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 up. There we go. Bang. There we go. And what we want to do is get those... Oh, I thought I'd done... No, it's only 2. That's fine. What we want to do is get those connected up via some floodgates to the magma, which we'll just channel down to and then breach through, and it will all flood in, which should be good, I think. Could be wrong, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, let's let them dig all that out, and then... when we've actually got things a little closer to the situation we want, we should be able to actually do the right thing. Then again, you never know. It doesn't always end up that way. No worry, Fuzzy. No worry, Fuzzy. It's not important. I haven't looked at that for ages. To be honest, the Amazon wish list I set up, and with the intent of putting stupid items on there. Things like yachts and all that kind of gubbins.
Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats.
Yeah, okay. Babies are not optimal in a fortress, but, I think they bring people's spirits up. Until they find their desiccated, dehydrated corpses sitting in a corridor for some reason. That usually drives people a bit mad. Understandably. Right, is this digging actually taking place, or are we waiting for things to happen? That hasn't been designated, or hasn't been selected for actual active... Oh! Oh, another bloody baby. That's just what we want. Let's go down again. Here we go. I should probably, while we're here, set up a hotkey to look at our magma forges. So, what's the hotkey? H? Oh, piss off. What's happened? Have we just gone past some kind of spring season where they get incredibly horny? H. Let's go down to hotkey number 6. Oh, how do I do that? Plus minus? No. Oh, just press F6. That's the way. F6. Zoom to here. Name furnaces. That'll do. Brilliant. Excellent. Right, now, while I remember, we should also designate at a lower priority, let's say priority 5, a storeroom off of here. That's the right place for it. Like that, which we can put our bars and blocks in. Because otherwise we're going to have issues, you know, actually doing what we want to do. If we don't have the materials to hand, sorry, we're going to get a bottleneck where everyone's running around. Oh,
Quick, get him a bottle of ale.
why are they having so many babies? What's going on? Did we just have a huge number of pregnant people arrive in the last migration wave? Okay, and we're also going to put a stockpile over here. If I go like that, that's good. And then we can do that. So that could be a stockpile, and that's going to have all of our ores in. So we can actually put our smelteries and our
Baby's been born.
weaponsmiths and whatnot in that room. Monarch the Butcher has given birth to a boy. That's brilliant, but I would really rather you didn't keep taking me to every birth. It's not important. It's not like I have to oversee anything. I'm not a trained midwife. I have no skill whatsoever when it comes to looking after babies. Fine, I've got 2 kids, but you know, helping give birth to them, cool. I'm a bit of a dunderhead there. Best left to the professionals, I say. I mean, be there, but I don't think it makes sense for me to be doing any of the work. Let me just check that these are the right... Yes, they're all both at designation 5. So, that guy's digging here, so presumably... No. The others must be having a drink or a rest or something. Not entirely sure what they're getting up to, but we'll leave that for now. We don't want to watch that unfolding, because it's just going to absorb all of our time. Well, Twitch does rebel every now and again, Fuzzy, so don't worry about it. Just wait until another time, and hopefully Twitch will get its act together and everything will work. That's the dream. That's the dream. So, where are we going now? We're on this top floor. I'm seeing everything's looking good. Oh. Okay. Why are my lads all running around down here? Oh, shit. I was not intending for that to happen. Is there any water, though? Oh, my God. My guys are all over the shop. Who is this? Is this actually a dwarf? It is. It's a spear dwarf. He's a monster slayer. Oh, okay. He's someone who's come in. Okay, so they are going down in the caverns and attacking stuff. That's a good sign. I've just realised that we need to think about putting some traps in the cavern baffle. There we go. Build, capital T for traps, and then cages. So, this should capture lots and lots and lots of things trying to get up into our fortress. And, you know, that's a good thing. And then probably... I will place a row of weapon traps here when I've got enough weapons to really make it sensible. But this is good for now. Let's build some doors just to make sure there's a little extra bit of defence, and we should be good. So how far down does the cavern baffle? Okay, the cavern baffle's actually fairly high above the caverns, and we could actually put another set of traps in there as well. That should be good for weapon traps. You know what? Maybe we put some... No, let's wait till our metal industries are going, and then we can actually put some decent stuff in there. Maybe some spiked steel balls, eh? That'll chew things up as they try to get into the fortress. Let's resume. I don't know why the game suddenly paused, but it did. Okay, and let's put some statues in up here to make this a proper temple now. So, oh, actually, no. I know what to do. Temples need smoothing. So we're going to smooth stone. We're going to go... here, and we are going to do all of that. Good. And then the same again just below here. We're going to go all the way across. Hopefully they can smooth that stone on the edge. I'm not sure if they can or not, but fingers crossed, eh? And then there, and then this last little bit here. Bang. Good. Okay, fingers crossed that ends up looking good. And then once it's all smooth, we can do some engraving, and then we can start banging in some statues and having a rare old time. Do we want to smooth out the graveyard as well? That is a question. I should probably put some doors on the graveyard. That's something to do. How many doors have we got? I put that in the wrong place. Try again. There we go. Bang. Upper floor. Stick some doors on the temples. In fact, let's door the shit out of the place so we can actually designate each of them to be a separate temple. It'd be interesting to see what gods are being worshipped here, actually. I've not even glanced at the list, so... Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go back down. There's plenty we could do up here in this mountain, but we'll sort that out at a later date. Maybe some siege weapons or something. Excuse the coughing and spluttering. Hello, Apollyon 210. Welcome to the stream. Any chance of a tour? I suppose so. We have just started recording again for YouTubers, so maybe they need an extra little reminder of what's going on as well. Let's quickly pause, and we'll start. We'll do the full zoom out. I'm starting on an unusually shaped map. Normally they're square, but in this instance I've gone for width over height. We've got a single biome of mountain, and then a volcano over in this corner, and everything in here is just temperate forest, I think. Obviously we've got a few lakes. They've all frozen over at the moment. And we've got plenty of trees, including, well, I say fruit trees, mostly nut trees, to be honest. We've got almonds, pecans, walnuts, all that kind of stuff. And we seem to be getting quite a bit of it. So food-wise, we're not doing too bad. Booze-wise, there are issues. By the way, just in case anyone's wondering. Hello. There we go. Let's zoom back in and have a look at our entryway. Apologies to everyone else who's already sat through this introduction, but we've had a request for a guided tour, so I'm going to grant that request. So here's our outside farm. This is for all of our surface plants that we grow. It's very experimental because I've never really dabbled in surface plants before, but you know, there's a first time for everything. As you come into the entryway of the fortress, these doors lead down to the caverns. So we've got them in a sort of an outdoor situation. I didn't fancy having an entryway to the caverns that was inside the fortress connected to our actual living space, so we've segregated that off. I'll show you the paths to the caverns later on. They're, suffice to say, trapped with cage traps in a cavern baffle. Hopefully you understand what that means. If you don't, I'll show you later on. We've also got a dog on a rope here watching out for thieves. This entryway down here leads into a tavern, which has got more tables than my actual dining room, which is probably a bit of a mistake, and it has some extra bedrooms. The tavern is called, if I check on the list, the Lined Teeth. There we go, very exciting. Maybe I should set this to be engraved as well, or smoothed at least. It's got a lot of soil walls. I don't think we can smooth soil walls, but let's give it a go. DS smooth, and the priority has to be lower than for the... Oh, it's already been designated to be smoothed. Intriguing, and no one's doing it, which means... Okay. Maybe we don't have anybody designated for that. Remind me about that later on. We'll check it out. Here's a drawbridge over a pit, which eventually, once I've actually dug it out properly, is going to be filled with sharp spikes at the bottom, and there's going to be some weapon traps on the way out, so that leads back up to the surface here. So, once we've gone over the drawbridge, trade post, barracks, not very well laid out, but it was a bit Heath Robinson. Loads of cage traps in a windy path. This goes down to the farms, the underground farms, which are over here, little seed stockpile. Probably needs working on. I don't think we've got enough space for seeds, and I don't think we've got enough growing space, actually, to be honest, for our population. Back up to the surface. Now, we have a staircase here which goes up into the fortress. Hello, Crystal Pepsi. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. And hello, Blade 1981M as well. Welcome back, even though I caught you just before the break, but whatever. Right, so what was I doing? Oh, thank you very much, Fuzzy. Much appreciated. Which one did you go for, by the way? Query. And maybe a photo when you get it. No pressure, of course, no pressure, but it might be interesting. I'm not necessarily going to publish it. It's just, you know, I see these shirts have sold. There's a few of them out there in the world, and it's like I've only ever seen the ones that my friends bought and then wore at the D&D game, much to my surprise. It's like looking at my face, trying to run D&D, and there's my face looking back at me. Actually, I wasn't running. I was playing. That was a Star Wars game. Anyway, enough of this nonsense. This staircase goes up into the fortress, so let's follow it. Oh, it goes a little bit higher than my diddle-durs allowed for. The first thing we come across there is the graveyard, which has been equipped with a few graves. Probably not enough for a proper apocalyptic scenario, but, you know, in an apocalyptic scenario, you just don't bother burying the bodies. It does need some more doors and whatnot, more graves, tombs rather, to go in there, but we'll be all fine. Everything will work. Go up a level again. This is where our temples are going to be, but I've got to smooth it before I start installing the statues. Then we've got a few more floors up. Then we've got this little connecting tunnel that goes to the down staircase. As you can see, this staircase here. This leads into the fortress proper. Or, the starter fortress proper, I should say. Oh, I forgot to say there's an as yet unfinished archery range underneath the barracks, so we'll have that going as well. Let's keep going down, although I might make that a second barracks. Here's our bedroom complex, which has a lot of beds but hasn't really been given much love. It probably, once the engraving and the smoothing starts, this would probably be a good place to do it, although at a certain point I do want to take everything deeper and build a second complex which is nicer, so this is just kind of an early days thing. All of the I don't take any shirts down, so once I just keep adding new ones to the lists as I go along, Crystal, so everything's there, and they'll be there forever. Although bear in mind that the Dark Souls death count t-shirt is only for people who've watched the Dark Souls 1 playlist, and that's like a week's worth of video, so do go in ready to take breaks and everything. Don't try and marathon it, you'll kill yourself. Let's go down. The next level down is our food zone, which has our original dining room, obviously nowhere near as nice as our tavern now, so perhaps I should actually dig a second dining room and have that work. For some reason it still has a weapon stockpile in it, so we'll get rid of that right now. I don't need that. We've got a weapon stockpile in the other room. Okay, we've got 2 breweries, or stills, sorry. We've got a kitchen doing easy meals, and we've got a butcher's shop, which actually, now that I'm here, I can remove the building, and we're going to put it down here. BW, what's a butcher's workshop? Butcher's workshop, U, for the in butcher. Let's bung that down here. Oh, my favourite track again. I love this one. Let's make it out of slate, because there's so much nearby, and then instead of doing workshops, place some doors just to close this. No? Building present, you say? Okay, there we go. I'll do it with the keyboard instead of the mouse. Bosh. Good. Now, just in case you're wondering what this little get-up's all about, this is what I call a miasma baffle. So we put our miasma-producing industries down here, maybe some stockpiles that might cause miasma. Good point. I should put my corpse and refuse stockpiles down here. Maybe even behind these. But anyway, this area here is... hopefully I've done it big enough, the sort of size and shape that stops miasma from spreading through the corridors. And of course we've got these doors here as well, and actually if I say keep tightly closed, there we go, that should make sure the dwarves don't leave them open, which would be nice. This here is our food stockpile, and this here is going to be where we put our nest boxes. So I should actually check to see if we've got any. Build, capital N. Yeah. Oh yeah. So put 1 there. We've only got the 1, but that's fine. We don't need to worry too much about that. So let's make an animal stockpile as well, which can go in here. Do I want to fill the room with animal stockpile? You know what? No. Just somewhere that they're going to put caged animals so I'll notice them rather than having them starve to death. That's good. Does that floor. Let's go down another one. Here's our industrial zone. Along the left here, we've got offices. Some of them are signed, some of them not yet. A masonry workshop, another one here because I put it in the wrong place. We've got a wood workshop. Was that somebody walking? Sorry, I thought I just saw someone walk into the room, but no, it's just my imagination, my eye seeing things. We've got a wood workshop, carpenter's rather, his wood stockpile, quantum stone stockpile, the only quantum stockpile I've ever done. We've got a mechanics workshop here, furniture stockpiles here and here, block stockpile, another block stockpile, cloth, leather. What we got there? That's finished goods, I think. There's a jeweller's workshop with stockpile for raw gems and cut gems. Cages stockpile, apparently. Don't know what is that. Animal stockpile. Oh, I've already got one. Fair enough. And an ammo stockpile. No weapon stockpile. I thought I had one of those. Okay, I better place one over here. Escape P. Is it W for weapons? Would make sense. Now that's wood. That makes even more sense. What is it for weapons? P. Weapons. Okay, let's make it 3 wide and just do it all the length. There we go. And that should get all of our spiked wooden balls kept in place. We don't appear to have enough bins to keep everything in, so I'm going to add a few bins to the... Sorry, getting distracted from the tour here, but When you say ghettos, Apollyon, I am assuming you mean in reference to the bedrooms, in which case, correct. Yes, they are. Let's... Oh shit, what was I adding? Let's look at what I was looking at. Just made of weapons. Oh, bins. That was what we went. Bins and barrels, actually. They're probably going to be pretty necessary. JMQ bin. Construct wooden... Oh my god. There we go. Down the bottom here. This should work. Wooden bins. How many do I want? You know what? Let's go nuts and make 100. I can always cancel the order if we end up with too many. And we can also add a bin... barrels, sorry. B-A-R-R-E-L. Oh my god, I've got hiccups. Excuse me. Let's order 100 of those, but maybe cancel it if we run out of wood or something of that nature. Anyway, now we're on the industrial zone. There's nothing below until we get to the caverns, so I won't show you those just yet. And then there's this tunnel over here, which leads us to what will eventually be my Magma Workshops, because why would you have a volcano without Magma Workshops? We're going to place them in here. There's going to be a chamber filled with magma below, which we're going to tap using these tunnels and stairs from the surface lava. And then there's going to be a storage. One of these will be for the ores, and one of these will be for the products like bars, and maybe I'll put arms and armour there as well. Right, now we've got this going, I should think... Actually, no. Let's leave this. We'll do the channeling after the magma's in place. They should be going up to the surface now to dig the tapping tunnel. Oh, they've already dug the tapping tunnel. Oh, thank God for that. It was actually safe to go that far up to the thing. Fantastic. So, the next thing to do, I believe, is to start channeling... I'm going to just experiment here. DH, and we're going to channel there and see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Fingers crossed. Let me just check the priority. 6. No, we're going to make this priority 1 because it's only a single square, and, you know, that would be good. It's not going to allow me to do it with my cursor and my mouse, so we'll use the keyboard. Bosh. There we go. No? That says mine. Okay, so H. There we go, priority number 1. Brilliant. Let's unpause it, let them do that. Seems it's going to take a while for some people to come and dig this out, because they've just left it for some reason, but okay. You were not eligible for the DS1 as you only joined me for DS2. Oh, the tragedy. Oh, the tragedy, Fuzzy. The Skull and Crossbones. Ah, that's the one that sold the least, to be honest, Fuzzy. So you are in an almost unique garment. Almost unique. Yeah, that's the thing about mugs. You accrue mugs rapidly, and they end up filling your cupboards up. And frankly, no one needs that many mugs. But hey, I thought it was a decent little thing to do because it looked alright. And why not, you know? When they've got these, you know, systems whereby people can just order stuff and it gets printed on demand, I mean, no one's losing out. I haven't got a house full of unsold t-shirts and mugs, and, you know, everything's hunky-dory. Okay, so, if we do... Alright, what's my plan? So if we channel on that level, that is where we will end up getting the magma. So DH, I'm going to take this like that, and that, and that. Okay. I think we're all good. In fact, DH, let's put one on priority 2 there. Good. Okay. And the plan is to go underneath the walkway above. Oh, for God's sake, would you people please stop it? What are you doing? Sex mad, these dwarves. Excuse me. A fancy nest box. I didn't notice how fancy the nest box was. I'll have a look there. Could I name a dwarf Lanicerus too? Okay. No problem. Let's do it. Let's do it. In fact, if anyone else wants a dwarf named after them, it is now time to say, because I'm going to head over to Dwarf Therapist in a second and do Lanicerus a dwarf. See, Apollyon, once I started in a biome which had undead, so things kept coming, well, potentially could attack me, undead could attack me and things could come back to life. It never actually happened in that scenario because I ballsed it up. But the plan was to chuck all of our corpses, do memorial slabs, and then chuck all of our corpses into the volcano and sort of work with a sort of making that the religion of the fortress, like there's some kind of volcano worship going on, but it never quite played out that way. Maybe we'll end up instigating a cult in this fortress which involves sacrificing people to the volcano. That could be interesting, but we won't promise anything. I see you there, Dydrike. You can have, or Didrik? Dydrike, I think. That was what I remember now. Uh-oh, a baby's gone missing. Shit. Oh, that's never a good sign. Have we got the cavern baffle traps set up? Some. Hopefully people haven't been taking their babbies in the caverns. What the hell is this thing? What are you? A Gorlak. Is a Gorlak dangerous? Got lots of cave spiders down here. This is not ideal. Maybe I should be stopping people from coming down here. It doesn't seem like the safest place in the world. Sanctum is still alive, Sanctum Spirit Stone, and nobody's died yet. We've not had any. Well, that baby may be dead, but as of yet, I have not seen any dead dwarves. Gorlaks are not dangerous. And Blade 1981 wants a dwarf too. Right, now it's time to do the therapist. I'm going to leave it paused. Let's go back over to the volcano so we're focused on that one when we start again. Oh, they've done most of the channeling. That's good. Let's go over to the therapist, do a refresh to make sure that we're looking at the right things, and then we'll sort, instead of by squad, by has nickname. And we'll get rid of the 16 that already have nicknames, and we'll look for someone for Lanicerus. What is appropriate? What's appropriate? Ooh, maybe a gem cutter? I think we'll go with our gem cutter. At level 16 now, so very good. Erith Zephonitas is now Lanicerus. Bang. There we go. And commit. Good. So who's next? Dydrike wants somebody. Dydrike, Blade, any preferences? Claycree, you're already in it. Not yet. If you want one, now's the time to say. Excuse me, coughing and spluttering all over the place like some kind of barbarian. Dydrike likes mead. Well, in that case, no problem, Anubis 118. You can have one too. Let's go. Oh, Lonnie, she wants a wordsmith. Of course. Chief Medical Dwarf. Actually, Gem Cutter's good, but Chief Medical Dwarf is better. Let's have a look at diagnosis. We do have a Chief Medical Dwarf available. You know what? Sorry for the false start. Lanicerus, you're our Chief Medical Dwarf. There we go. And we need to also take the name off of the Gem Cutter, who is now back in availability, back in circulation. Boom. Commit. Great. 17 named ones. So next for Dydrake. Dydrake likes mead. Cogith Ice Spicker, 11 in brewing. Is that 11 in brewing? Let's find that lad. Find that lad if that's the one you want. Oh, yeah, no, he's a visitor. He's a professional crossbowman, but very good at the old booze making. I'm thinking for Dydrike, we're going to go, because he said mead, we're going to look for someone with beekeeping. Not something we're doing at the moment, but we can make hives. So maybe we'll go down that route here. So here we go. A cook / beekeeper, or plant gatherer / beekeeper. Outdoors. Moses is now Didrike. I spelled that right, haven't I? Didrike. Yes, there we go. Commit. The next person who wants one. Reminder, set some people to stone detailing. Very good call. Very good call, Filthy. I should have remembered that. Let's check to see if we've got anybody. No. Nobody. So, okay, we'll sort by profession. We'll go down to the peasants. These are rangers, these lads. Where's the peasants? Oh, here they are, right at the top of the list for some reason. Look at that. Bugger all in the way of skills. Well, you are now going to be stone detailers. What's bugging you? Individual combat drill? Oh, some of these people are going to be military people, aren't they? Just quickly going to sort them by military squad. Squad. Then we sort again by stone detailing. Boom. No, Catton's not in the military. Then we sort by profession. Get past all the professional babies and professional children. Holy shit. I smell a mood spiral on the horizon. Okay, and then all these people here can be stone detailers because we need people detailing the stone. Commit. And of course they can be given other jobs later down the line. No problem. So, right, let's get back to has nickname sorting. There we go. Let's get rid of the 18 who have one and look at the 79 who don't. Okay. Claycree's waiting for a vampire. I remember now, of course. We'll wait for that. No problem. Animal trainer if I don't have one, says Blade. Cool. Let's do that. Animal trainer. Animal training. We have some people with some skill, but nobody particularly good at it. But that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Id here. I'm going to set his name to be Blade, because that's what you wanted. Boom. There we go. Commit. And he's going to be the animal trainer. However, we're going to take away hunting and trapping. And that's all he's got. So he's going to be focusing entirely on animal training. What's this little red X? No job. Well, that's all going to change for you now. There you go. Got animals here. Maybe I should set some of these to... Oh, you can butcher them in here. Intriguing. Ooh, how exciting. Okay, enough of that nonsense. We can't set them to be trained, though, can we? Oh, yeah, we can. No, we can't. Sorry, go back to labours. Who's next? We've done Blade, we've done Daedric. Anubis wants somebody. He wants to be in the military, and that is easily done. We go over to our military screen, we sort by squad. Squad, there we go. And the next person in the laborious castles to want something, to want a name. All of the people with weapon skills have names, so you're going to have to go with somebody who's... Well, you've got... Oh, Heartbiter. Oh no, you can't have Heartbiter. Heartbiter earned his name. You'll have to have Muthcat Likotsadug. Likotastug. Whatever. Get rid of that dwarven name. Quick as you can. Anubis. Oh, holy shit. Fuck. Hello. That's... Thank you very much, anonymous gifter. That's very, very kind of you. I mean, wow. That's, I hope you are a wealthy individual, otherwise I feel guilty. But thank you very much for that, much appreciated. Wow, bear with me 1 second, I just have to change this name, because, geez, thanks a lot. Anubis that was, wasn't it? Or have I already done Anubis? No, I think this is Anubis. Anubis. I won't put the number on, I'll just leave it as Anubis, but if the number is significant to you, do let me know, and I will add it. No problem at all. Right, sorry. Let's just get these names done. I think that's it. Claycree, Blade, Daedric, Anubis. Done. Okay, well, whoever did that, thank you very much. Holy shit. It looks like everyone's a sub now. Let's see your emotes. Let's see your emotes. Ah, it won't load the available emotes. What's going on? Ah, Twitch chat, what are you doing to me? If somebody can actually set the emote going in chat, then that would be great. Is it SC... Oh, I can't remember it off the top of my head. There we go. Claycree, Filthy, Virtual Spaceman, all getting the emotes in. Wow. That's very... They gave the Scoundbot mod a sub as well. Well, there you go. Absolutely scattershot. A shotgun of subs coming out. Holy cow. I wonder how many blooming... Look at that. Look at the notification just going off like a madman. I forgot I had the Elder sign. I don't normally see them pop up. I'm normally paying attention elsewhere. Good lord. Check the view count. What's going on? 17. Good lord, a lot of people watching. Well, I mean, again, thank you very much for whoever did that, and for the people subscribing at Tier 1 now. Thank you, Crystal Pepsi. Much appreciated. But yeah, thank you very much. I've got distracted now. I need to catch up, make sure I haven't missed anyone people saying. Oh, look now what you've done. You've thrown me right off. I'm all having an adrenaline rush. Excuse me. Yeah, where were we? Anonymous Dwarves naming things after people. Were you looking for one, Crystal Pepsi? Ah, poor old Crystal Pepsi feeling left out. But you're in on the crew now. Everyone's in on the crew. Holy shit, we must have like 16 subs now. That may even open up another emote slot. I don't know. Oh, is it emote slots or something else opens up after you've got more subs? But I don't know what it is exactly, and I don't know the thresholds because I wasn't anticipating having this many subs in the immediate future. So, very exciting. Oh, Christ, I'm completely derailed now. What were we doing? We were naming people. We've done that. We've committed the changes. Have we got everybody who wants a name? Give it a few more seconds. Dwarf me anything is fine, says Virtual Spaceman. Okay, let's go into the labours and have a little look round. If I sort by has nickname again. There we go. We just need to look into this little lot here. And we don't want anybody who's not actually a proper member with one of these red bars across. Although children and babies are viable name takers. That's always good. What's this? Level 11 Animal Care, Level 11 Trapping, and Level 11 Animal Dissection. He can look after them and disassemble them. Oh, sorry, she. I'll tell you what, let's go for woodcrafting, legendary woodcrafter. Boom, here we go. That would be Virtual Spaceman. Oh my god, more subs. Thank you, Diedrike, much appreciated. Wow, it's a genuine sub frenzy. What's happened? Is it have you all suddenly started turning into piranha people? And the meat of your diet is, although mostly piranhas eat fruit, I know that. Has the meat of your diet been dangled into the water and that meat is subs? Could I possibly manage to make a more mangled metaphor? I don't think so. I think that was pretty much peak mangling. Virtual Spaceman, sorry, I'm Virtual Spaceman. Spaceman's all one word, isn't it? Spaceman. Virtual Spaceman, there we go. Commit. Blimey. What an evening, he says, looking at his clock and seeing that it's 20 to 2 in the morning. So, Virtual Spaceman... Inquisitor Gilgamesh is looking for an expendable, draftable dwarf. Well, draftable, you can actually have a military dwarf. If I go to sort by squad, there are still some of the laborious castles available for naming. Alath is the next in the queue, so Alath becomes Inquisitor Gilgamesh, which I think is going to be too long to fit in, so we may have to come up with some method of shortening it. Inquisitor Gilgamesh, the oldest story. Okay, it's got to be 16 characters. So let me just try that again. Inquisitor is how many characters? Oh, Inquisitor Gilga is what'll fit in there. Sub chubs. Everyone's Crystal Pepsi's getting a sub chub. Oh my goodness. Well, we've now got all got access to the emote, which is quite pleasing, because it makes me think that maybe you'll use it out there in the wild and people will go, oh, that's an interesting emote, maybe I'll check out the channel it's from. Who knows? Who knows what wonders it could bring? Just call me Greg. Okay, that makes things a lot easier. That's not old Greg, is it? Old Greg of the bush. Here we go, Greg. There we go. Okay, and commit. Boom. Okay, Greg is now in the military. And anyone else? I think that's it. Okay, right, let's head back out. After that little Twitch sub frenzy, let's go back. Hang on, 78 dwarves. Somebody's died. We had 79 last time I checked. There is an undiscovered corpse in play. But where will that corpse be? That's the question. Or has one of our miners been vaporized in their duties? Let me quickly just check. How many miners have we got? Don't sort by anything. Show me the miners. We've still got 3 miners. Very good miners, in fact. Maybe we should get some more on the go. No. We'll leave it as it is. Right, let's go back to the fortress, because, frankly, we've been away for too long. It could be the baby. Oh, 2 more G's at the end, says Fuzzy Logic. Is that what he wanted? I'm not sure Greg wanted Greg. I'm pretty sure he's just said Greg the first time round. I think the Greg was for emphasis. Emphasis. Oh, no, Fuzzy, don't. You've done it now. You've just stuck that right in my head. No, listen to the humming sound of dwarves and let the baby dwarf thing leave your mind. Baby dwarf, baby dwarf, baby dwarf, baby dwarf. Oh, sorry, felt a bit soulful there for a moment. Don't know what happened. Damn it, we've got to dig this out like that because I didn't do the ordering for the digging in the right order. Like a big old spanner. We'll do that properly for the next one. So that can get channeled. That can get dug out. That should have the floor come down. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, shit. Hopefully the miner wasn't hurt. Let me just quickly head over to therapist and check that. Oh, it's the first time we've looked at the health page, isn't it? Let's read. Is anybody harmed? Ooh. We've got some hungries and thirsties. And somebody can't stand. Oh, God. And they're unconscious. It's who? Svenkensen. Oh my goodness, they've got a name. Oh, it was the miner. Oh, damn it. I didn't think it'd be quite so spectacular when that happened, but turns out it was. Time to build a hospital, one thinks. although we still have 78 dwarves. Let's just read quickly. He didn't die. He's unconscious. He's next to boiling lava. He's very much in a sort of Anakin Skywalker scenario. Unfortunately, he didn't have the high ground. Prequel memes. Okay, so D, H. Let's dig that out. So that's 4. So then we want priority 5 for the next lot, right? Hang on a minute. Something's gone wrong there. I didn't... Ooh, excuse my chair. Let's go down to 5 and replace a row of 5s there. Then we go to 6, place a row of 6s here, and then we get to 7 and place a row of 7s there. And that should prevent any hanging bits of stuff to fall on the floor.
There's a new baby. Quick, get him a bottle of ale.
Will you stop having babies? We're going to have to do something about this. I mean, what can we do? It's not really a practical... You know, there's nothing you can do with babies. They're just sort of there forevermore. Problem. Okay. I should make some floodgates, actually. JMQ, FLOODG, and we want to make rock floodgates, don't we? However, we need to ensure they're made from magma safe. So I want 2 of them. Cool. And then I need to make a change to this order, don't I? I have to go to conditions, no, details, D, and we make it out of what? Andesite, basalt, dacite, diorite, gabbro, granite, or marble, or firelite, or slate. Are any of those magma safe? Does anybody know? Has anybody got a clue there? Nothing like a well-cooked dwarven pancake. Correct. Our miner now probably does have that kind of thickness after being dropped on by a massive slate ceiling piece. What are those white things on the floor in the cavern? I don't know, Claycree. Let's have a little look. Granite, diorite, both safe. Okay, let's do it with granite, because that's closest. There we go. Or how much have we got? Fuck it, no, we'll do it with granite. Bang. I want granite floodgates and I want 2 of them. Sorted. Oh, we'll also need granite mechanisms, won't we? But there's probably some granite mechanisms been made. White stuff. Oh, hang on. Basalt and gabbro are not magma safe. Granite is not. Okay. Basalt is, of course, safe. Okay. Okay, let's try that instead. Hang on. JM. Go back down to the granite floodgates. Say details. And we want to make them out of... What was it? Basalt. Okay, basalt. That makes sense. An igneous rock should be right. Magma safe, right? Yes, I actually did know that basalt was called lava. That was I was about to try and phrase that as a little anecdote type thing. Anecdote? Factoid? Whatever. I was trying to say it, but I gumbled my words up. Okay, why are they taking so long to come along and do this channeling? Have they actually retrieved the dwarf? Is he okay? I mean, he's unconscious, right? But he's not there. So presumably that dwarf has made it back? I should probably check this. What was his name? Sven something, wasn't it? Sanctum? Not Sanctum. Keep going down. We'll see him. He's got a nickname. We'll see him. Begins with S. Begins with SV. I could really just do a search, couldn't I? But we've gone through so many pages now. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh no, did he fall in the lava? Someone's killed a helmet snake. Titter. Oh, I love that name. The human bowman we killed. The goat was killed by something attacking, wasn't it? Oh shit, did we get attacked by a were elephant? Oh god, that was episodes ago, wasn't it? Oh no. I forgot about that. We do need to get things into place to protect against that kind of incursion. Someone's put a link into the magma safety link list. I will look at that next time I'm looking for magma safe stuff. True. You could make the link shorter. That is a good point. Anyway, where were we? Well, he's missing. He's almost certainly dead. But we'll see. We'll see. If they find his body, great. But I am not anticipating it because, well, look at where he died. He was probably blasted into the magma. Disappointing. as is the birth of yet another baby. Can we put something in their booze, perhaps? That might make sense. Oh, look! Ah, the smoothening has begun, and our temples are becoming glorious, well, temples to our gods. Or at least they will once I've installed all the stuff required. Hopefully that'll level people up as well, and the smoothing will get them to a level where they can do some decent engraving. Is it the same skill? It looks like we're running out of nuts. This was all walnuts and hazelnuts and pecans and all sorts of stuff, but now... Why are there several dwarven babies here as well? Who's leaving their babies in here? And what was that white stuff on the floor? Claycree was asking about white stuff, which presumably was here, right? No. Oh, hello. What was that notification? Svenkinson the mine has been missing for a week. I feel like we should probably memorialise him, right? JMQ. Let's make some... Oh, no. Let's make some slabs. Rock slabs. How many do I want? Let's say 79 for the adult population. In fact, no. I'm just going to quickly check what the population is right now and say 78... what's the total? 97 total population. Okay, so I want... Fuck it, let's just make 100. If we're going to make 97, we may as well make 100, right? That makes sense. Also, I should probably check to see... where's the brewing? How's that doing? Still in the queue? Good. Good. Fingers crossed that stays the way. We are running low on wood, so it might make sense to go to the surface and do some more cutting. The saplings are beginning to come through, so that's nice. Hopefully they'll grow relatively quickly, and we won't have to... well, you know, completely denude the surface. That'll be a problem. Part of me feels like I should be setting up some more fruit gathering zones, because fruit and plants are our main source of booze. That's too much wood, but okay. Fingers crossed we'll be able to deal with it. Get it inside before anyone nicks it or anything like that. Babies can be dealt with by drafting the mother and sending them into a danger room, aka a tiny bearded parasite removal facility. Now, there's one problem with that. This current version of Dwarf Fortress has a real problem with depression spirals and happiness and mood. And if once a baby dies, that kind of triggers the end of days. So ideally, we want to try and keep people alive as long as possible. That's the dream. That's the dream. But maybe the dream is not to be. Who knows? Maybe the baby will just die anyway. It was 69 for the adult population, but we've had 2 migration waves since then. So, yeah, it's no longer 69. It's no longer the sexiest population of dwarves in the world. It's the second sexiest population of dwarves. Oh. Excuse me, glugging my drink here. Maybe I should assign another miner to take the place. Excuse me, my voice is really cracking up now. Does seem like we do need to put these miners in, because they're not digging this. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, first of all, let's... Oops, a daisy. Put in a hotkey for this volcano bit. F7. Z. Name. Volcano. Tap. Oh, no, can't have that. Just call it volcano. There we go. And so then once we've done that, we go downstairs. Okay, they're digging that out. That's fine. That's fine. I am going to set somebody else to be a miner, because we've got an extra pit going. Or do we? Maybe we don't, actually. That's cool. I'm going to make... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm over here in Dwarf Therapist, basically ignoring you lads. That's terrible of me. Right, I've made another miner. I've taken one of our engravers / smoothers and made them a miner. Let's go over to the fortress again and see what's going on. What paused it? People are looking for babies. Okay, we've lost some babies. We're going to have to do some important stuff to get people very, very happy. Danger rooms have been nerfed. They're much more liable to turn dwarves into Swiss cheese, even with shitty wooden spears. Oh, yeah, no, we heard about that, but definitely Kate was talking about the old baby killing. She was talking about infanticide, everybody's favourite dwarven pastime. Let's put some doors in, because we've probably got loads of them by now, haven't we? Oh, no doors. Are there any in the order? No. Okay, maybe I'll put another order in for doors. Well, wait a minute though. We're not urgent. We've got most of the stuff that needs doors being doored off. Okay, once they've dug this out, we'll make it a stockpile for ores, I think. We'll make a big ore stockpile and try and get everything shifted down here. Excuse me. I like to see people walking around with wheelbarrows. That speeds things up dramatically. Don't know what they're going and getting stuff for, but whatever. I'm happy with that. Would I play Vermintide? Yeah, I think I'd give Vermintide a go. It seems like a good opportunity to do a bit of multiplayer as well. I keep noticing it in the sales. It does get cheap, but it's never quite... You know, it's one of those games where I'm like, looks good, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger. Mind you, as most of you who've been around for a little while will know, I am a chronically poor decision maker and will be paralysed by the most basic of choices. Don't ever give me a takeaway food menu. That is an absolute mistake. I mean, no, unless, it's a couple of days before you actually want to order the food. Otherwise, you're just asking for at least an hour of deep fretting. Which is a shame. Oh, they've smoothed off the noble's office, and the walls worked as well. You can do it past furniture. Excellent. Let's check to see if it's met the requirements. Filthy has a decent office. He just needs decent quarters now. Excellent. Well, in that case, let's go down to the bedrooms. Let's give the mayor this bedroom. Assign the bed. We're going to give it to... Oh, don't do that. Filthy. Brilliant. Should we auto-allocate it to the mayor? No. Let's auto-allocate it to the broker. And then later down the line, we'll make this the mayor's bedroom or something. But this will be all good. That's all cool. Good. Yes? Yes. Brilliant. And then we smooth it. B. No, not B. D. S. And let's make this a higher priority than other rooms, because I like the idea of him being satisfied. And let's remove these. Don't want that. There we go. All good. Now, where were we? Oh, Heartbiter's had a baby. Heartbiter's baby. Amazing. Nobody's brewing. That's a problem. Do we not have the required plants? Maybe I need to set more people to plant gathering. Or even just create more zones for fruit gathering. But then again, they're not getting fruit. They're getting nuts. And you can't really make wine from nuts. Technically you probably can, but it doesn't seem like the most intuitive idea, does it? On the Humble Bundle this month. Ah, okay. Cultist Simulator looks pretty damn good, actually. But again, it's one of those games where you look at it and think it might be shit. That's always my thought, though. I'm so terrible at buying games. I can never pull the trigger. And when I do, I often get them and then don't play them. What a monster. What a barbarian. Ankle biter. That kind of makes sense. Like, let the biting be a family tradition. Mind you, they won't have teeth yet, will they? Heartbiter's going to have some rather mangled chesticles. Poor old Heartbiter. But there you go. That's the name of the game. She doesn't care. She's a hardened military dwarf. She'll be going, every time the baby bites down with a tooth into her tit, she'll be going, "More, sir, please! How high?" And all the other things that apparently people do. Should we set some tanning going? We don't actually have any animals to slaughter, do we? Maybe we need to start buying some animals as the next trader. Mind you, we have been buying animals. Just so happens that we're elephants rip through our livestock. There's a lot of movement over here. Oh, okay, they're going to get the wood. Oh, there's going to be tons of wood. We need to... The miner's still not doing that, but then again, that's because it's a lower priority than all of the downstairs digging, so we'll let them finish off all those stockpile rooms. What? Cat? Okay. If we have a cat, then perhaps... Oh yeah, look, the vermin have gone. Nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, it looks like the bins are coming into play now. All these little stockpiles don't have any loose stuff. These blocks haven't been sorted, but that's okay. No problem. Let's head over to... Excellent, excellent. So here we can have a bar block stockpile. And we'll make it that big. Leave it. Sorry, go back into it. Change the settings. Go into the bars and blocks. And we want no metal bars. No other bars. We want no metal blocks and no blocks of other materials. Actually, it's not a bar block stockpile I want, is it? Shit. This is entirely the wrong kind of stockpile. Bugger! Excuse me. PX. Here we go. Excuse me, my throat's going a bit now. I might have to finish relatively soon, but we'll keep going as long as we can. PS, that's what we want. We want a stone stockpile, so I'll do that here. Bang, stone stockpile. Then we go in there, change the settings. This is more like it. Yes, we want metal ores. No, we don't want economic stones. We don't want other stones, and we don't want clay. Just metal ores, please. And then over here, make a different one. P, okay, C. No, that's not working. P, there we go. And we want that to be bar block. Boom. But not nearly as big, because I don't think we're going to end up with as much bar block stuff. That is going to contain just metal bars. Change settings. Bars, blocks, metal, and take everything else off. Metal blocks? No, not metal blocks. We haven't got any metal blocks anyway. And then this stockpile here, oops-a-daisy, is going to be, well, armour. What kind of stockpiles do we need? This seems like a bit big for an armour stockpile, but fair enough. Shit, I just put an animal stockpile in, didn't I? Well done, scoundrel. Well done. That's how it's done these days. Buffoonery, nonsense. Where were we? Bar, block... No, weapons. Ammo. Armour, D. There we go. It is always annoying when the letter is one that doesn't actually appear in any of the other stuff. In the whole phrase, you know? You might be noticing now that I'm getting quite tired. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tripping over my words.
Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats.
Well, it's actually an explosion of babies. Our local dwarves appear to be firing babies out at an absolutely unbelievable rate. And I'm worried that it's going to lead to starvation. That's a legitimate worry. Ah, we might have more nest boxes thinking about that. Let's go to the food zone. Build nest box. How many have we got? 1. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so what can we do? Turkey hen has already claimed it. That's good. Pardon me. Hello, Boxshot Brigade. Welcome back to the stream. Haven't seen you for a while. Thanks for joining us. I didn't set any population limits. No, I just left it at the vanilla settings. Oh, look, the cat's not doing its job. We've got more lizards back in here. Not ideal. Oh, we've hit a save point. That means a whole year has gone by in Dwarven World. Isn't it amazing? Dwarven mothers, shitting out babies like a cannon. Well, I don't know if we can strictly use the word shitting. That seems somewhat inaccurate. I believe an entirely different hole is involved. In fact, I know. I've seen it. I've been there. I've got 2 children, and I have been witness to the probably badly named miracle of birth, because of course it's not a miracle. Miracles happen if they happen at all, which I don't actually believe they do, but let's go with the definition of a miracle anyway. Miracles happen very rarely and require something highly unusual to qualify as a miracle. I would say childbirth is a fairly common phenomenon, and in fact not exclusively human even. I wonder if any animals have ever been canonised and made saints because they've done miracles. Somebody hit Wikipedia. That's an interesting topic. I want to know if there are any animal saints. I doubt it. Doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would happen, but maybe. Who knows? Population limits can be changed with DFHack by pressing Option S. Or Alt S for Windows. I might do that, but for now, let's leave it as it is. We'll leave it as that for now. Because, I made my bed and I should lay in it. That's what I'm thinking. Let's let these population limits see what happens, and then if those babies grow up, fantastic, and if they don't, oh well, never mind. Come on, save game. You're taking forever. I'm going to have completely lost my voice by the time this save is finished, and we won't be able to continue the stream. Terrible. Yeah, no, 200 is a lot of freeloading babies, but we'll see what happens. We'll try our best to look at that, 66 frames a second, 0 frames a second, 70. We're holding at 70. That's not too bad. We can afford a few more people running around. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we'll need to confine them all to rooms just so there's not too much pathing going on, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so they're having troubles brewing stuff because they don't have any materials to do it with. Damn. I'm going to quickly check to see if there's any... Ah. Okay. A vile force of darkness has arrived. Excuse me, very gravelly. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Goblins. Okay. It's not the worst case scenario. We haven't been swarmed by undead, but they have appeared in a rather awkward place. So, let's unpause for... Oh, whoa, don't unpause. Holy shit, that was dangerous. Let's set our people, our civilians, Jesus Christ, to go to the burrows. So, let's go to the alerts screen, A. And we go to WA, press enter, and that's where our civilians are going, right? Yes. Cool. So that should lead to everybody dropping everything they're doing. Oh, shit! Fucking alerts. And running all the way down. There is a patron saint of animals, but that's not an animal saint. So St. Francis of Assisi, he's also a patron saint of other stuff as well, isn't he? Because I've definitely heard of Francis of Assisi. Definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, so the goblins are coming on the map here. Okay, this is the advanced guard goblin. Although he's not on this floor. Where is he? There we go. Bosa Dangsulo, the goblin recruit. Okay, I reckon we should just pull everybody back into the fortress and let them get caught in cage traps. And my thing isn't working. My, what's it called? Drawbridge isn't set up right yet. It hasn't got the spikes underneath it. So maybe we'll just try and capture the goblins, nickel their shit, melt down their armour and make goblinite weapons. I think it seems like a good idea. So, right, why have we got dwarves still dinging about out here? I see, they're running in. They're making a run for it. That's good. Uh-oh. Someone's firing crossbow bolts at them. Not ideal. Let's get the military moving. Squad. Laborious castles. You are going to go... what I want you to do is move to here behind the second cage trap set. Okay? Good. That looks like it's going to work. Brilliant. Everybody get inside if you can. Hopefully no one's going to be... Let's pause and check the combat reports. Uh-oh. The manager's fighting. Oh, no. No. Diedroik, you only just got your name. Okay, no, you're just fighting naked mole rat. That's fine. Steel bolts? Oh my god, we're using steel bolts to hunt mole rats. That doesn't sound economically viable. Troll? Oh, no. I really need to sort this out. Ah, the troll gores the manager in the left upper leg with her tusk, bruising the fat. Oh, this is no good. How did I not know this was going on? Why are the trolls? Why are people down in the caverns? Because I unlocked them, of course. That is precisely why they're unlocked. Oh my god, there's a goblin in the goddamn fortress. Oh no, there are people still outside. At least 2 out there. Anyone down here? No. Oh, bollocks. Come on, cage traps. Do your best. Anyway, the dog. Oh my. Ah! Oh god. Let's turn that right down. Jesus fucking wept. The dog appears to have killed the goblin. Oh, no. Look, the goblins are all... Let's pause it. Come on, pause it, scoundrel. Jesus Christ, get on the right screen. There we go. Who are you? The spear dog. Ah, now. These are the lads who came to the tavern and wanted to live here to fight. So presumably they're all going to charge out. Look, Kivish, the Mark's dwarf, currently socialising. Fine. But we've also got Aslot, the goblin pikeman. Oh, Rimtar, why you carry your baby into battle? Oh my god, they haven't killed my unicorn, have they? Mule corpse, llama mangled skeleton, nanny goat. I don't see a unicorn. There's the unicorn. Phew, they haven't killed my unicorn. I'm not sure why I'm that excited about having a unicorn, but I definitely am. Alright, let's unpause the action again. Let this resume, see what happens. I think we're going to lose a few dwarves, probably including babbies, but we'll see how it goes. The visitors appear to be doing well. They're holding off the enemy. But will they win? Will they be victorious? That's the question. That is the question. The frame rate has dropped to 14. We are now at a ridiculous level of frames. But let's see. This guy's died. Who was he? Oh, Cupo. Cupo's dead. That's not what I wanted to see. I'm just going to do a quick... I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to go to the therapist. I won't take you with me. I'm just going to do a quick check. We've gone down to a population of 72 adults, 7 children and 16 dwarves. I think we have some dead kids. Damn. Damnez-vous, goblins. Damnez-vous. Okay. This guy's doing all right. The dog has really been a bit of a baller. Holding those goblins back, no problem. They all seem to be stuck in this corridor here. I don't know what's happening there. Are the goblins getting tore up? Let's look at the combat reports. The dwarven baby, Rimtar Kolamnek, is fighting. Well, this really has to be read. Oh, no recent announcements. That's a bad sign. They're probably dead. Dydrike, I think you're dead. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay, what about this goblin bowman up the top? Is that still hot? The goblin bowman stands up. The flying iron bolt strikes the goblin bowman in the right lower leg, and the injured part is cloven asunder. An artery has been opened by the attack, a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I think the goblins might all be badly wounded. Do they appear in Dwarf Therapists? Can I check their wounds? Bear with me a second. I'm just having a look. I'll leave you with at least some graphics to look at rather than sending you straight into the thingamajig. If I sort them by race, so let's get rid of the dwarves. 89 dwarves and 6 humans. No, the goblins don't show. Disappointing. Disappointing, but to be honest, what was I expecting? Was I expecting glorious, success? That would be foolish. Okay, I think they're all wounded, but we'll give them a second to... some of them are still moving. Don't you kill my unicorn, you motherfuckers. I might have to bring the military out. You know what? Let's do it. Sally forth. Cryptbeards rush. So we go to squad. We get to the laborious castles, and we say K. Attack. Kill from list. And we're going to go and find our goblins here. Aha. Okay, so D-E-F-G-H-I-J. D-E-F-H-I-J. And G, for some reason, has not been done. There we go. So, we're sending our military to kill these bad boys. Let's see what happens. All pray to R and Jesus. Here we go. Let's send in the boys. And girls. Let's not be sexist about this. And we'll turn the volume back up. See if there's any decent music coming. There we go. Not too loud, because those notifications of cancelment are painful. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Action unfold. People are moving, right? No, it's paused. Let's escape. No. There we go. Ah, it's done it again. Okay, we'll turn the volume right down, because otherwise we're all going to be just getting killed. Ooh, the guy from the tavern's charging out to do some goblin battling. This guy here is firing crossbow bolts out. But it looks like my squad are taking their sweet time. Mind you, at 16 frames a second, it's, a little bit awkward. Man, actually, having these people who've come here to fight monsters isn't a bad idea. You just leave them in the tavern, and bing bang bong, they do a load of fighting for you. I have a horrible feeling that my guys are going to charge out with just their fists and end up fighting against highly armoured goblins. And again, maybe not. Maybe I could just get out of the way and let them come over, because I did want to get them in the cage traps, but obviously they've decided to stay out here for a little ambush, which just isn't on. I bet they killed my bloody unicorn. You little bastards. God damn it, now it's rotting. We have to start using the bloody unicorn bones and whatnot as soon as possible. Okay, hang on a minute. They're still stationed. They didn't... Oh, I didn't give the command, did I? I just left the order. And now they're killing my goddamn dog. Oh, what are you doing? Who are you? Sazir Squidplank. Okay. Well, why are you charging in without everybody else? I thought that the squad was still stationed. They are stationed. Okay. Let's try again. K from list. There we go. There's our goblins. E, F, G, H, I, J. E, F, G, H, I, J. And then enter, give order. Bang! There we go. Okay, so now that's happening. Everyone should start charging in. And fingers crossed, we'll end up with some dead gobbos. Oh, they blasted something off of my dog. What is that? What has happened there? Stray war dog, left ear. You know what? This is madness of the highest order. Let's stay behind those bloody traps. We want to capture goblins, and then we can just kill them at our leisure. We don't have to actually risk dwarven lives. I'm just really, really, really being daft if I try and get too close. Let's move. Oh, hang on. Let's cancel order first. What's that? O. Oh, select them first. A, O, move. There's only 6 of them. Oh, God, they must be dead. There we go. I'm going to move them over there. Space, resume. Everybody pull out. Oh, they've charged in already. Figgins. Well, that's disappointing. It looks like we're going to have to replace the entire military. Shit. Okay, well, let's hope they decide to go in a bit and have a little tussle with our cage traps. That would be the ideal scenario. Maybe we've still got some dwarves left in the military. You know what? I'm gonna go to the dwarf therapist. I'll leave you to watch this combat unfold. I'm going to sort everybody by squad, and I'm going to refresh and see how many I've got left. Ow. Ow. Fuzzy and Heartbiter are our only dwarves left from the military contingent. We are down to 66 adults, and things are not looking good. Please don't let Cryptbeards 17 fall to the first bloody goblin horde. My God, how embarrassing. We'll have to start a new bastard fortress. Oh, medicated PNW. Thank you very much for mentioning that I forgot to hit enter after doing that. You were correct, and I completely missed you there in chat. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Let's quickly have a little look up there. If only the dwarves had blunderbusses, that would be a good thing. If only they did, Buckshot. If only they did. Let's keep going down a bit, looking at chat. The dog is dead. The only hope of defenders fallen. Correct. The goblins are making it over the bridge now. They're taking their sweet ass time, but we'll see how it works out. He's going to hit those cage traps pretty soon. A human lasher went into the fight. I saw him running around the corner. I don't think he's alive anymore, is he? Have any of the goblins been killed? Get in that cage trap. Oh, is that one of them caught? I think one of them's already been caught. Yay! Really shouldn't have actually engaged, should I? Should have just let everybody who was outside fall and just kept the military back, because, frankly, they've done a bit of a poor job. Then again, a Cryptbeards rush will work against less armoured foes, but when it comes to goblins, they tend to have weapons, which is a problem. A serious problem. That's right. Well, you are correct to do that, Kate the Great. You should seal yourself in until you have metal armour, but, you know, there you go. True, Inquisitor Gilgamesh, they do have Magma minecart shotguns, which are, I would say, almost as good as a blunderbuss, if not, in certain circumstances, better. Have they pissed off? Did they only capture 2 and then they all buggered off? Let's zoom out a bit, see if we can spot any gobbos rampaging. Where are you? You little gobbo bastards. Anyone down here, over here? Whoa. Part of me's looking forward to dumping the 2 captured goblins into a pit for a little bit of a fight. Or maybe even just chucking them directly into the volcano. A little sacrifice to the volcano gods never hurt anybody. Apart from the sacrifice themselves, but who gives a shit about them? I mean, they're getting sacrificed, right? Then again, if you don't give a shit about them, does that mean it's not a sacrifice? Okay, let's resume the action. I can't see any goblins moving around. So maybe the problems have gone? The frame rate's creeping back up and down again. 33 frames per second. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to the Z screen. Not Z screen, the U screen. We're going to look at others and see who's on the map. Human Bard, Giant Blue Jay. 2 goblins left. Caged prisoners. They've gone. They retreated rather than get captured in the cage traps. Okay, well, now the process of rebuilding begins. First of all, we pause, and then we say D, B, C for reclaim, and we're going to area reclaim all this bobbins because, frankly, we can't have it laying around forever. Have I actually done that now? Did that actually reclaim? There we go. Definitely doing it this time if I didn't last time. Bosh, there we go. Everything in that area is now reclaimed. Fantastic. And we're going to need some freaking graves. We are definitely going to need some graves. Where did I put the hotkey for? No, I'll just go down one. Right, and we should probably activate these for burial, shouldn't we? Otherwise... Oh, they're already burying people there. That's the guy who went berserk and killed everybody. Why is he getting a grave? He wasn't even a dwarf. Greg the wrestler, dead. Kullet the ranger, dead. Rimtar the dwarven baby, dead. Oh god. Sibrek Ushrushur the spear dwarf, dead. Cupo, dead. Kivesh, dead. Litop, dead. What have we got in here? Edem, dead. Vukar, dead. Sazir, dead. Mr. Mex, dead. Oh god, it had to be Mr. Mex. Della, dead. Oh my god, Anubis is dead. All the graves are full. Shit. We need to start building some graves. So... B, is it N for burial receptacles? Needs coffins. Bollocks! Q, coffin? Can I type in coffin? Rock coffins. Bang. Yes. How many do I want? Sort of 50. May as well. We've got to fill that graveyard up, haven't we? And, you know, even if we don't have bodies, we can put more people in. Ah, hang on a minute. You can dump all corpses and body parts through the stock screen. Okay. Use the goblins as live training. That does make sense, actually. Oh, burrow stamp. Yes, burrow. Let's get everybody out of the burrows. Military, alerts. Bosh, there we go. Back to normal. Holy shit. Let's put the volume back up, because we should not have millions of cancelled orders going, which is, frankly, an irritation. Okay, unpause. What's going on here? Are we all getting done? Strip the gear, use them for training. Yeah, that's what I think might be a good idea, actually, because we do need to train up a new military pretty rapidly. We did have a pretty good trainer, sorry. Oh, hello. Speaking of traders, there's a little Freudian slip. Right, let's move some goods to the depot. Feather tree egg yolk. What? Oh god, tell me they're not elves. Where are they? Giant two-humped camel. I don't see them. There's the mule. Marble. Harvest plants. I'm not seeing any elves appearing. If I hover over... Oh, hang on. Elf. Oh, bollocks. What are we going to sell to the elves? We've basically only got steel bars, and I don't want to sell all those. Oh, sod it. Let's just send them some... oh, we could sell the goblins. No. They're worth something for training. Let's look at the steel bars then. We'll just send up some steel bars. Couple of iron anvils. Don't need that many. Metal bars. Boom. Cool. Okay, and we also need the broker at the depot. Good. Right, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll get something good. Probably not, though. There was only one guy. Sanctum Spirit Stone. Let's just check. We'll just do a roll call while we're waiting for everything to get brought in there. I'm going to go over to the therapist. Probably shouldn't leave the game going, but whatever. Let's look at Has nickname. So, and read. 62 adults left alive. So, Filthy's still alive, Fuzzy Logic's still alive, Heartbiter's still alive, Itigawa, Johnny 5, Lanicerus, Nucasitrus, Firehawk, Rando 303, Sanctum, you're still alive. You are. Very good. Science is still alive, Sakalo's still alive, the Hobo Hunted's alive, Vehemet, Virtual Space Mar, because Spaceman apparently doesn't fit. Damn. Didrak and Blade, all still alive. Everybody else who has claimed a dwarf, dead. So, feel free to reclaim if you want to get another one. Get back in on the action. Okay, let's go back over to the fortress. Have we got everything in here for trading? Oh, we'll soon find out. No, we only have Feather Tree Egg Yolk, which is absolutely useless. We don't need that. We're not trading that with elves. Unless that's what they want. Oh. We don't have an empty cage to reset the cage trap. That's not brilliant. We really should reclaim those unicorn bones as well. We desperately need to make something out of that, right? Is it forbidden? Can we butcher a corpse? Can we set this for butchering? Stray unicorn corpse. Can I actually select it? I can. Enter view. Unicorn blood spatters and smears. Blood covering. Have we actually got any body parts? Goat blood spatter. Is that it? The actual unicorn corpse isn't there. It's just been reduced to blood. Damn. Damn. Let's look at the description. This is a stray unicorn corpse. Of course it is. Of course it is. You can't sell anything not trained, sentience included. Oh, yes, Filthy. We could sell mugs as well. You're right. Sorry, that first one was Inquisitor Gilgamesh. Sorry. Also, dump the corpses outside so they don't make miasma. I'm ahead of you there. We've got an outdoor corpse pile already. Be warned, the body parts inside include stuff from butchering. You can mass undump over your butcher's shop to fix that. Okay. I've actually put in miasma baffles to stop the miasma spreading, so it's not too bad, but we'll get there in the end. We could buy some empty cages from the elves. That does make sense. Butchery is on auto butcher by default, so they should be cut up as long as you have some butchers. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, the corpse is there just listing stuff on it. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Right, so our military really is kind of compromised now. That's going to need recreating. Also, I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. It might be so. Anubis, I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to end the stream relatively soon. So if you hang around till the end, after I've stopped recording for the YouTubers, we'll do a little session of naming and we'll do a recap of who's still alive, because my throat's starting to get really quite sore. And I think I'm going to end up with no voice tomorrow, so uh-oh. Although if I do still have a voice and I wake up early enough, considering it's now 20 past 2 in the morning, I might do some daytime streaming. We'll see. I am in the mood. I want to keep this fort going. Although if it collapses, we'll start a new one. It'll be all good. Although there are other games in the queue to play, but we'll get there. I've actually been sent a code by someone who found me on the Dwarf Fortress Reddit subreddit. And they're asking me to play their game, which I'm thinking I probably will. We'll see what happens though. It's another ASCII art style affair, so it has tangential, at least, relations to Dwarf Fortress. Oh right, we should be able to trade now, shouldn't we? Let's do that. T for trade? T for trade. So, what have you brought me, you knife-eared bastards? Well, macadamia wood onica. What is an onica? Let's have a little look. This is a well-crafted, grown macadamia wood onica. The onica is a small handheld curved wooden horn. The musician blows into the instrument and selects pitch by achieving higher and higher harmonics. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range going from a middle to an extremely high pitch. The instrument has a strained, light, fluid timbre. Sounds interesting. Normally, I attempt to replicate the sounds of these instruments, but unfortunately I am a bit rough in the throat, so maybe I won't try it, unless something seems very exciting. What's this? A grown forgotten beast silk ooth. It's worth 160 and it's made from forgotten beast bits. What? This is a well-crafted, grown forgotten beast silk ooth. It is made from forgotten beast silk cloth. The blowpipe is made from walnut wood. The bag is made from forgotten beast silk. The melody pipe is made from macadamia wood. The drone pipes are made from hazelwood. The ooth is a mid-sized handheld wind instrument through which constant airflow is maintained by the use of a silk bag, itself supplied by a wooden blowpipe. The musician selects the pitch by pressing keys to stop holes in the wooden melody pipe attached to the bag. The melody pipe is a cylindrical bore tube with a flared bell. The 3 wooden drone pipes provide constant accompaniment. The instrument has a nearly 4-octave range, going from a low to a high pitch. The instrument has a choppy, strong, piercing timbre. It's a bagpipe. It's bagpipes. So it probably sounds like this. That's not the best bagpipe impersonation, but I think it's the best we're going to get out of me with this current throat situation. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's this? Only if they refuse to gather from outside. What's that? I'm not sure I get the context of that one, but yeah. Even more difficult, it's from a Facebook. What a fucking idiot. A forgotten beast that spits webs. Yeah, they must have captured the thing. Well, elves obviously not useless at everything. Let's have a look at the grown birch and sammer. This is a grown birch and sammer. The yoke is made from macadamia wood. The sound chest is made from birch. The strings are made from kenaf. The plectrum is made from featherwood. The sammer is a small, handheld, cloth-stringed instrument with a wooden yoke and a wooden body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician picks the 6 strings with a wooden plectrum. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. Tuning is also possible using small levers. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range going from a mid-low to a very high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has an evolving, wobbling timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a quavering, watery timbre. The middle register begins at mid-high pitch and has a raspy, muddy timbre. The high register begins at high pitch and has a quavering, reedy timbre. That's what I think it sounds like. That genuinely hurt my throat. I didn't even put any effort in. Holy shit. A grown, shining cloth ooth worth 39 grand. Well, we can't buy that because we haven't got any wooden balls that they can buy, or spiked balls that they can buy, but let's take a look at it anyway. This is a well-crafted, grown, shining cloth ooth. It is made from shining cloth. The blowpipe is made from pecan wood. The bag is made from shining cloth. The melody pipe is made from ash. The drone pipes are made from ash. Okay, it's the same instrument. Yeah, okay, fair enough, but this one's made from shining cloth. Very exciting. Toy boats? Nah, ignore those. Groundhog in a cage? Good. Toad in a cage? Yes. Jaguar in a cage? Yes, please. Big cats? Very Mike Tyson. An empty cage? Why not? Water buffalo cow? I'll go for that. Empty cage. Let's buy some barrels. They can always be used. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. How much actual trade value have I got here? We don't have a lot of steel bars. Shit. Okay, let's have a little see what else they've got. Maybe they've got a bit more. I would like to get some food off of them, or at least some drink. Let's keep going. They've only got wooden weapons, so they're absolutely useless. We don't want any of those. Arrows, coconut palm bracelet, almonds and walnuts we have in abundance, so let's not buy nuts off them. Macadamias do we have? I don't know. Apricots, limes. It's booze we need, really. It's booze. Huh. Okay. They haven't actually brought that much stuff with them, have they? Okay, that's disappointing. Okay, what have we got marked up? 780. Let's just buy all the food they've got then and see if we can afford it. There we go. Limes, almonds, boom. Okay, it's not a whole lot, but it's worth 910. Can we make that up out of stuff that we have in our inventory? Steel. Value 600, nowhere near yet. A couple of anvils. Okay, they're making 40 profit. They're not going to be happy with that, but then let's just give them a few gabbro blocks, marble blocks, firelight blocks. You know what? Let's just give them everything in the bins. That should do. How much profit they're making? 135? You better be glad for that. Let's have a look. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes. Yes, Lycii seems pleased with the trading. Well, that's good to hear. At least we haven't pissed everybody in the local area off. That's a good thing. So, let's pause. We've dealt with the elven traders. We've had our first proper incursion from goblins, which did not go well, but equally could have gone a lot worse. So let's not complain too much. Let's not grumble. Shining cloth is ultra rare. Well, that would explain the thingy. We need that gnawed mead. I need to set up some hives to get a bit of mead going, so we'll work on that. Have I ever farmed pigs? I've given it a go, but I've had some very general experience with like livestock keeping in Dwarf Fortress. The only reason it's not working this time is because I haven't put them indoors and I haven't walled off my pasture like a sensible boy, because I'm being an idiot. But, you know, one day it will work. Anyway, there we go. It's only available to elves and such by a bug with resource allocation. Oh, okay. So the shining cloth is... Oh, is that mead? Oh, okay. Only available to elves. Fair enough. Anyway, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for putting up with an hour-and-a-half long video of rambling nonsense, but, you know, if that's what you enjoy, fantastic. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Toodle pip.